Welcome back, everyone, to the 26th discussion from the smart world around us, brought to you by Smart-EDU Hub. Today, we're doing a deep dive into, well, the whole idea of the connected city. We're basing this on a really interesting article. It's highly cited on Google Scholar, called Smart Cities 2.0 Connected City, or How to Use Technologic Infrastructure for Improving the Quality of Life. It's authored by Castellin Vrabi, that's Catalin Vrabi A. Our goal today, it's really to unpack this link between, the physical stuff like roads and pipes and the digital networks built on top. And crucially, what risks this creates for you. Oh, and just a reminder, you can find a link to the article itself down in the description below.
Okay, yeah, let's get into it. So smart infrastructure, fundamentally, it's about merging physical things with digital capabilities. You're talking roads, water systems, power grids, but making them, well, data generators. The aim isn't just upkeep anymore. It's about getting real-time information to make faster, hopefully cheaper decisions.
Right, so embedding intelligence directly into the city fabric.
Exactly. Data is the foundation. Data builds information, and that information is what makes the infrastructure intelligent. A good example is intelligent transport networks. You have sensors, smart traffic lights. They analyze traffic flow, and then they can automatically reroute cars or change light timings, all to cut down congestion.
That sounds incredibly efficient, almost futuristic. But building this kind of integrated, intelligent city, that can't be cheap.
Oh, not at all. The investment is massive. The article points to Songdo City in South Korea. Built smart from scratch, integrated Wi-Fi everywhere, smart waste disposal. You name it, the cost, over $40 billion.
$40 billion, wow. So if you're spending that kind of money, you need something pretty powerful to run it all, right? To manage that data flow.
Absolutely. And that tool, really the main engine for this is the Internet of Things, IoT, because back to that original idea, connecting the physical world using sensors, making everyday objects smart.
And the scale of that connection is just exploding, isn't it? The article mentions projections, something like 75 billion connected devices.
75.44 billion, yeah. It's an exponential curve.
So if sensors and analytics are the city's brain, does that mean we're basically creating 75 billion new ways for things to go wrong, new security vulnerabilities?
That's precisely the critical question we need to ask.
Yeah.
And it helps to understand the components first. You start with the sensors and cameras measuring everything, pollution, traffic speed, energy use, you name it. Then you need connectivity, wireless usually, to send that data somewhere. That somewhere is the platform, often cloud-based, for storing and processing. Then comes the analytics. This is where big data, machine learning, all that comes in, turning raw data into useful insights. And finally, you have the user interface, showing the results or controlling the system. It's a whole chain.
An automated chain controlling city services, which brings us right to the weak spots. The article mentions research identifying key weaknesses.
Right. The Cambridge Center for Smart Infrastructure highlights 5. Security is a huge one. There's this constant tension, you see, between needing open, interconnected systems for them to work well and managing the risks that openness creates.
And these aren't just theoretical risks, are they?
Not at all. The stakes are incredibly high, physically high. You had security experts like Cesar Cerruto warning years ago that hackers could, say, manipulate traffic lights to create chaos, gridlock, or change digital speed limit signs, holding a city hostage, digitally speaking.
And we've seen real-world examples. You mentioned Fiat having to recall, 1.4 million vehicles? Because hackers could potentially control them remotely.
Exactly. Software updates needed because of hacking risks. And then there's the whole issue with keyless car technology being cloned for theft. It's widespread.
Yeah.
So a failure in the digital layer can have immediate, dangerous physical consequences for you.
Which leads straight into the privacy issue. It's the other side of the coin.
It really is.
Yeah.
Look, the potential benefits are undeniable. Maybe reduced crime through surveillance, better city services tailored to actual use. But it creates huge anxiety. All those CCTV cameras, the data your phone apps collect, where does it all go? It comes down to trust. And for people to trust these systems, they need clear answers. Basic questions like, 1, who actually makes and controls this equipment? 2, what exactly is it measuring about me, about my environment? And 3, maybe the most critical, who gets access to all that data? Without transparency here, public acceptance is going to be a real challenge.
So thinking about this for our listeners, what's the takeaway? The article kind of suggests we get hooked on the convenience, right?
Yeah, the comfort factor.
And we end up paying for that comfort with our privacy. Clicking agree on terms and conditions without really thinking about the trade-off, the risks involved.
It's an easy trap to fall into.
Absolutely. So the final thought maybe is we need to consciously keep hold of our ability to choose, to decide how much information we're comfortable giving up to this increasingly smart world around us. Okay, that's all the time we have for this deep dive. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this discussion valuable, please do like and subscribe to the Smart EDU Hub channel. That way you'll be the first to know when we release new deep dives. Stay smart with Smart EDU Hub. And don't forget, that link to the Keskel and Rabi article is right there in the podcast description below.